There are certain words in the English language that some people absolutely hate. And when I say some people, I mean women. So here are the top 6 words that women hate the most. Hi guys, JNewtz here. Hope that you're all not going too batshit crazy in your lockdown, no matter whereabouts in the world you are. Of course, we're doing it here in Australia. I know that for a fact my friends are doing it in the UK. We know it's happening all over the world, so I hope that you are staying sane and staying safe, most importantly. Now, before we get into the video, just make sure that you hit that subscribe button right below this video and click that notification bell so that you are notified every single time that we make content, because what we would like to do is build up to at least 10,000 subscribers by the end of 2020. So having you as a subscriber would mean the absolute world to us. Right, let's get into this thing. 6 words that women hate the most. So experts at the Oberlin College, which I'm assuming could be in America, you can Google that, they interviewed over 500 women and asked them what they thought were the most unpleasant words in the English language. And they have narrowed that down to the top 6 words that women universally hate the most. So let's start off from the bottom at number 6. The word is flap. Okay, now I have personally never heard any woman cringe when I say the word flap. However, let's have a look at what their reasons are behind this, shall we? So the study found that 22% of women hated the word flap. The experts couldn't understand why women hated the word flap, and the only logical conclusion that they thought was the fact that it referred to skin flap. Now, the first thing I suppose that comes to my mind when I hear the word flap in the subject that we're talking about, of course, is vagina flap. I've got lots of female friends, and the amount of times that they have talked about their flaps, I can only assume that is why 22% of women around the world hate the word flap. For some reason, I always have to sexualize everything. I mean, a flap is anything. Like leaves flap in the breeze. Things flap all the time, but no, your mind has to go to the sexual thing, doesn't it? The body part. So there you go, that is number 6. Number 5 on the list is curd. Now, I find that to be a little bit strange. Now, about a quarter of the women interviewed did not like the sound of the word curd, and the experts could only deduce that that was because of the word association. Curd, turd, I don't know, maybe there's something in that. I've never heard of that one before. Ladies, don't be a fucktard. T-shirt says so. Buy a t-shirt. But what is wrong with the word curd anyway? When I hear the word curd, even when I read that, I don't use the word curd when I'm speaking to my friends. It's nothing that I usually type out in a script or I use in everyday language. In fact, the last time I heard the word curd was in that wonderful nursery rhyme, Little Miss Muffet. Little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet, eating her curds and whey. So there you go. So I don't understand why women don't like the word curd. Yes, it might rhyme with turd, but no one says it. Women, grow the fuck up. Coming in at number 4 is chunky. This one, I can understand this one. I really can, because look, I'm a huge fan of Jimmy Carr, and there's a wonderful quote that he said once, in fact more than once. I've seen this guy many times before, and I know how often he mentions it, but he can describe some people's mums as chunky monkey wobble slobs.
Toby's mum is so fat. She's a fucking disgrace, Toby. Your mum is such a chunky monkey wobble slob. Fatty boom batty blubbernaut.
But finding it offensive, or hating the word, I don't know, I think, see, hate's quite heavy. Do you know what I mean? If you hate something, I mean, that's a pretty serious emotion. You can't really get any more serious than hate, apart from when you get into sort of psychopathic, murderous tendencies. But let's not go there. So, okay, ladies, in this particular case, I agree that some of you may find the word chunky offensive. But hey, if that does offend you, maybe it's because you're a bit chunky yourself. And the only way you're ever going to deal with the word chunky, and if you are a little bit on the plump side, is lose some fucking weight. Exercise, don't eat so much, cut the chocolate out, take care of yourself. Let's move on. Number 3 is panties. Now, half of the women who were interviewed really hated the word panties. This one's also a little bit strange. I know loads of women who use the word panties. If you are an avid watcher of porn, let's face it, most men are, and women too. I know that you hide behind it, but hey, who doesn't like a bit of porn every now and again? However, women hated the word panties because it gave a sexual, risque connotation to the word. And yet, as kids, panties is just a cute little name for underwear. There's nothing wrong with the word panties. Now, yes, of course, it is a bit of a sexual term and so forth, but it's a playful sexual. It's not a dirty word. I don't understand why you take the word panties and go, ooh, I hate that word. What is it? Are you getting offended for the sake of being offended? Is that what all this is about? Are you choosing to have a war on words? Oh, panties. Oh, that sounds really bad because panties go around my special flowery lady bits and so forth. And if I hear the word panties, then that means that some guy wants to get inside my pants. And oh, it's just disgusting. And it's such a masculine word. It's so misogynistic. Seriously, if that's why you don't like the word panties, grow the fuck up. Okay? Don't be a fucktard. I mentioned that before. Number 2 is squirt. I don't understand why women have got a problem with the word squirt. However, according to the study, it was the emphasis on, get this, the T. That's right, the T at the end of the word squirt. Because you really can't say squirt without using that T. Squirt, squirt, squirt. A staggering 2/3 of the women who were interviewed hated the word squirt. And yet, ladies, I can tell you, men love it. Google that. Your husband or boyfriend will be over the moon. Try it together. Squirt, 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 squirt. What a bastard, eh? By the way, if you hadn't figured this out already, I don't care if you are someone who gets offended by these particular 6 words. Like I say, they are just words. If you choose to get offended, that's your problem. Grow the fuck up. Now we have come to the moment where we will reveal our number 1 most universally hated word by women. And I can tell you all now, it's not the word you probably think. No, it's not that little 4-letter word. No, not at all. The word is, give me a drum roll please, moist. That's right, the number 1 word that women hate the most, universally around the globe, is moist. The study showed that 70% of women hated the word moist, purely because of the way it sounded. Grow up. The experts believe that the sound of the word is off-putting. Women who didn't like the word moist also didn't like words like damp, wet, and sticky. Ladies, really, grow up. It's just a word. Now, my best friend in the UK, he lives in Yorkshire, Eddie, I hope you're doing really, really well. His partner hates the word moist, and every single time I'm in the UK catching up with them, I love seeing that woman squirm when she hears the word moist. In fact, her reaction is priceless. It is absolutely amazing. I said it once in conversation, not even knowing that she didn't like the word moist. Her response was classic. Oh, don't use that word, I hate it. It's just a word. Oh, but I hate it. I hate it. It makes my skin all crawl. And I said to her, it's just a word. I mean, it describes something that's wet. You know, she said, I've got no problem with the word wet. It's just moist. I fucking hate it. Oh, I hate it. So then her dad joins in and he says, Jade, there's nothing wrong with the word moist. I mean, for God's sake. I mean, for example, a cake is moist. Right, if you've got a dry cake, that's a dry cake, right? But how do you describe a cake that's not dry? You can't say you got a wet cake, otherwise it wouldn't be a cake. A wet cake is a cake that hasn't been baked. She hates the word. I don't know what it is, but her reaction is absolutely priceless. Eddie, I know that you're having a great chuckle at this thing right now because you know it's all true. So if you are one of the people out there who hates the word moist and you think, ooh, that makes my skin crawl whenever I hear it, don't worry, I have researched some alternatives that you may want to use instead. So here they are. Damp. Ooh, I love a damp lady. Humid. Muggy. Soggy. Watery. You're gonna love this one. Clammy. Dampish. Dank. Dewy. Dripping. Ooh, she was dripping wet, she was. Here's another good one. Drizzly. I can already see your skin crawling through the screen. I don't even know why you're watching this far. See, you've only got yourself to blame. Oozy. Oozy. Saturated. Soaked. Oh, me panties were all soaked. How's that? Double whammy. Panties and soaked. Ha ha! Winning. Here's a good one. Sodden. Oh, I got her into the bedroom. She was absolutely sodden. Steamy. Sticky. I also think it depends on how you say the word. Sticky. Oh, she was so sticky. That's just creepy. Drenched. Oh, she was drenched with excitement. But better than drenched is soaking. Ooh, her panties were soaking with anticipation. I don't care. I really don't care. Your problem, not mine. This is a good one. Sopping. Oh, look at that. That's a sopping cake. It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any fucking sense. Wettish. Dribble. Pasty. Oh, there's that awful T, like in squirt. Pasty. Ooh, I can see you cringing already. I know you hate this. Of course, all of those words are far better than one word, which I'm surprised wasn't on the list of 6 top hated words. Discharge. And last but not least, one word that you can use to substitute for moist is slimy. There we are. You asked for it. See, this is the thing. If you tell us that you've got a problem with one word, people like me will research other words that you can use as substitutes, but I guarantee that these words are no better. So my advice to you is grow the fuck up. These are just words, okay? If you get offended by hearing certain words, you're the one who is responsible for letting yourself get offended. Don't push your pathetic reasoning onto the person who said it, okay? Because they are just words. Clearly the person who said it is not offended by the word. They're not even thinking about the meaning behind the word. If you choose to take offense to a word or a phrase or anything, it's because you have allowed yourself to be offended. So there you go, you've only got yourself to blame. Fucking deal with it. The strange thing was that when I was growing up, when I was about 14 years old, I always thought the worst word that you could use to women was cunt. Turns out it's not. And I can tell you why it's not. It's because women taught me how to use that word. So girls, you've only got yourself to blame. But hey, it's not even in the list of the top 6 words that women hate the most. But that's okay, I will make another video talking about the word cunt and what it means in society now, not just here in Australia where I live, but around the world. And that's something that you can look forward to. Well, there you go. I hope that you enjoyed that video on the top 6 words that women universally hate the most. Like I said, grow the fuck up. Don't be a fucktard. So well done for making it to the end of the video. And if you are somebody who has been offended by those top 6 words, congratulations to getting it this far. Do me a favor, do yourself a favor, click that subscribe button down below and hit the bell so that you are notified every single time that Mick, Milton and myself make content and upload it, because we are bringing you at least 2 videos every single week, and why not know about it? Let's face it guys, we're all in lockdown together, so we may as well stay together. Drop me a comment below and let me know what you think are the most offensive words that the list hasn't covered. I'm sure that there are a lot of words out there that you think men and women don't like hearing. I'm sure that maybe you have got a word that you hate hearing yourself. So leave me a comment below. I would love to hear from you. So until next time guys, stay safe, stay home, and stay moist. Ooh. You know, there's one word that women will never get offended by. Money.